Have you ever tried to explain what you do by telling people how you're different from the competition, but then come away from the conversation feeling like it sounded maybe a little defensive or critical, like you weren't presenting yourself the way that you really want to present yourself? Well, today we're talking about how to stand out from your competition with your personal brand statement. Today, I am teaching the framework that I created a few years ago for creating a personal brand statement with just 5 simple sentences. My goal with this personal brand statement framework is to help you express what is special about you, what is different about your business in a way that is genuine and feels really good to talk about. I'm Annie Kipp, and this is what I do. I'm a coach, a strategist, and a thought partner for high achievers who want to build a business around themselves. We want to define ourselves before other people define us. Because if you don't define yourself, someone else will, and they will use their own criteria and their own biases and their own judgments to do it. This is the second sentence in your personal brand statement. The first thing you need to know about this sentence is that it is made to instantly set you apart from your competition. And we want to set you apart in a way that doesn't feel slimy and doesn't feel like you're being defensive or critical of other people. I'm going to share with you how to do that today. We want to give them something really meaty that they can hang on to and see how you are different from other people that they know who do things similarly to what you do. There are 2 parts to this sentence. The first part involves what you believe is needed, missing, or wrong with your industry. And the second part is what you deeply desire for the people who need what you have to offer. This first part of the sentence, where you talk about what is needed, missing, or wrong with your industry, gives you a way to say what is different about you without criticizing specific businesses or people. You're talking about what should be changed for the greater good, and you're inviting people to join you in wanting that as well. You're inviting the person you're speaking to kind of into a thought movement or into a belief about the system that is the foundation of why you do the work that you do. And here's a tip for doing this quickly. The fastest way to figure out what you actually do think is needed, missing, or wrong with your industry is to allow yourself a little rant. A little sassy pants spout off about what you're angry about, what you really don't think is right about your industry. You can do this with a friend, you can do it in your journal or with a recording device. And don't worry, you can scale this back. Once you have the meat of what you want to say, you can definitely scale this back into a vibe and a voice that matches the way you want to present yourself. I have more to say about this, but first I want to hear from you. What do you think is needed, missing, or wrong in your industry? I really want to know. Go ahead and leave in the comments your hot take on what needs to be fixed in your industry. I will be happy to respond to each and every comment. This channel is small enough that I can respond myself, so you will hear from me if you leave a comment. The second part of this sentence is one of the most important things. You want to speak about what is needed from the perspective of the people who need it. You want to be expressing your empathy and sympathy that these people don't have what they need, but it's something that you do offer. You can use phrases such as, "What I want for people is," or "I see too many people suffering in this way." When you speak from this perspective, you are championing people. You are speaking for them as their advocate. You're being positive and hopeful and offering an aspirational solution that is different than what the industry offers. And in that way, you're highlighting that you offer something that is different than the standard. Here are some examples for you to help you see how this comes together. Too many nurses work for years with nothing to show for it but sore feet, and I want them to benefit from the expertise that they've developed over the years. Businesses think it will be painful to review their finances and cut expenses, but I make it easy for them to do it by finding expenses that they didn't even know they were wasting money on. Young women don't see enough examples of successful people who look like them, so I make sure that they see what is possible. It's so important to be genuine and relatable about this. When you come from a place that is genuine and heartfelt, it will come out okay. Keep digging and find what is actually true for you so that you can just talk about it in a way that's natural. Yes, we can use your sassiness to dig in and find out what really matters to you, but then dial it back and make it your own using words that mean something to you. Hold on to your hat because the next video coming out is how to brag without sounding like a jerk. Each of these sentences in your personal brand statement is so important, and this one is no exception. So make sure that you hit subscribe so you won't miss it when it comes out. Get the whole picture, the overview of it, go ahead and listen to the video that explains it called Personal Brand Statement in 5 Simple Sentences. You can use what you're learning here in social posts or your LinkedIn profile or a bio or in a speech introduction or in a blog post. You can take each of these individual sentences we're working on and expand them or make them smaller depending on what you are using them for. Each sentence is going to get an in-depth video like this one, so be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those. In the meantime, you can binge the Business and Mindset playlist that I created for you and get all the information you need about creating a business around yourself. There are 9 videos in there that I think will be helpful to you as you do this work. I'm Annie Kipp. Thanks so much for being here. Be sure to leave your little rant in the comments. I would love to see what it is and respond to you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.